Hey guys, what's up? It's Crowd9 TCG here, and I want to talk about the Relentless Revenge booster pack coming out very soon. So, a lot of people have been talking about how great of a set it is, and it is a great set. But I also want to remind you guys that we do have other cards announced that are not just here, that a lot of people have forgotten, and I just want to remind you guys that they are there. But let's quickly go over this really quickly, just what we see. So we see Gamma Steel's going to be here, Tornado Dragon, Solemn Strike, all great reprints. Gamma Steel needed one, he was ranging from $10 to $15. Tornado Dragon, even though I don't think he needed one, he was still a $10 card. He's not seeing a lot of play as he used to, but there are a lot of like Lightsworn players that still do use, you know, Tornado Dragon. Solemn Strike is a current meta card. I feel like you need to at least side deck them for certain matchups, like against Sky Strikers. It's fantastic because then they're kind of stuck. Because they don't have the proper summon, and then they're kind of just there waiting. We have Noble Knights. I don't personally like them, but they needed reprints because they're all ranging the $10 range, and none of them are Platinum Rare. I don't like Platinum Rare at all. I think it was one of the worst sets ever made. So there you go, you have some Secrets and Ultras that are going to be hopefully cheap, because the Ultras are going to be 4 in a box, the Secrets are going to be 1, you know, per booster obviously. But more than likely, every Ultra in this set is gonna be cheap. Every Secret is gonna have the Dark Saviors effect, where it's gonna be either super cheap or $100, which I doubt anything in the set will be $100 to be honest. Maybe Gamma Steel will be the most expensive because it's the highest rarity. TG Wonder Magician. This is hinting at Needle Fiber. She doesn't really need a reprint. She already has 3 printings, an ulti, and Secret and Ultra, and they're not exactly like that high in price. They're between 5 and 15 depending on the variation, but she's relatively cheap, so I'm not sure why they reprinted her besides screaming that Needle Fiber might be coming out. Brilliant Fusion, I don't think it needed a reprint. It does have 2 supers, an ulti, and I actually think that's it, just three prints of it, and that's fine for me. You know, I think it was an $8 card. I think that's fine, but again, you have another rarity to add to your collection. Elemental Hero, Honest Neos, he was ranging pretty high. Again, we are getting hero support later on in the year, so it makes sense to throw in one of the more expensive cards from the set into a set that everyone's going to get. Next we have the PKs, the Phantom Knights. The secret rares of all 3 copies of these are higher than $8 each. They do need a reprint for the secret rare, but I don't know if they deserve spots in this. I feel like this could have gone to better things. But this can also hint at Burning Abyss support or getting the link for Burning Abyss finally or something. So very, very minimal hinting, but who knows. But out of the 3, it's kind of nice to see it, but it's also kind of like pointless in a way, because the Burning Abyss PK hasn't been a thing for a while. Dragonic Diagram is getting another reprint. You know, we already had the Maximum Crisis and the Mega Pack one coming out soon, the tins. So it's kind of weird to see another reprint. It's going to devalue this card a lot, but this is also hinting at a very strong possibility of getting hit on the ban list. Just because if you're pumping it out so often, it's kind of like get it out of the way now, buy it so we can hit it later. That's how I feel it. But again, you know, True Draco is not doing too well in the meta. It's still there. It's not as prevalent as it was with Masterpiece, but who knows? You know, one day somebody can make something crazy and bam, that could be tier 1 again. Dark Lord Excel, she was ranging as a $30 card, and as a Dark Lord person who, well, as a Dark Lord, as a wanted to play Dark Lord player, there we go, I think that makes more sense. It's nice to see her in the set, because I do want to pick up 3 copies of her and make a Dark Lord set. I always love the concept of them. They're not doing too good right now, but they're a fun deck to play, and also waifu. Reincarnation, I'm just confused. I think that Konami is going to do the Zodiac thing where they're going to pump out all the cards easily and then be like, oh, never mind, we're going to hit it now. So don't be surprised if Reincarnation gets hit right after the WCQ. Like right afterwards. Like literally like a day afterwards, they're just like, screw it, it's gone, no more Reincarnation. That's possible. It just makes sense. Like that's what I mentioned with Dragonic Diagram. If they reprint this in the Megatins as well, it's kind of like, well, the hell? It's kind of like you're giving us more time, which is fine. I'm a Trickstar player. I'm not going to complain. But it's kind of like, what are you doing, Konami? Do you want it or not? And then 3 reprints I'm really excited for. Uni Zombie, because I play a really weird vampire Lightsworn zombie build that runs 2 Uni Zombies, and he always needed a higher rarity. He's just a good card overall. Slide Frame Driver, it was like a $5 rare, so it's nice to see him as an Ultra because he did need a rarity boost. And Eater of a Million, God, I wish I had the Ultra. I wish he was a secret, that would have been fantastic. But we have Eater of a Million as an Ultra, and I'm really excited for that. And I want to talk about the cards that a lot of people missed or did not speak about. So we have Golden Castle, Topological, Gumblar Dragon, and number 27. So let's go ahead and go to Topological real quick. Overall, a fantastic card in my opinion. If another monster special summons to a zone that it points to, so you know, the up, down, left, right, while this card is on the field, discard up to 2 random cards, then your opponent discards the same amount of cards. So you can discard Reincarnations if you're a Trickstar player, and bam, you have 2 of them in your graveyard. Now your opponent has to do something with it. They have to discard 2 of theirs. If this card is extra linked, you can make your opponent discard 2 cards or their entire hand if less than 2. Then if they have no cards in their hand, inflict 3,000 damage to them. That's insane. That's such a great card, and it's scary. Because if a Trickstar player can get the draw lock combo going off along with this, oh, that's gonna be one scary card to have around. But yeah, take a look at that one. Next we have number 27 is also gonna be in the set. I believe, yeah. If this card is destroyed by an opponent monster, if this card destroyed an opponent's monster in battle, at the end of battle phase, you can special summon from your extra deck 1 rank 10 or higher Machine XC monster by using this card as material. That's insane. I know this card has been out in OCG for a while, it's not getting too much play, but it's a scary card because again, we don't have the same meta as OCG, so we don't know what we're gonna end up getting from this. We could end up getting a new tier 1 deck that just comes out of nowhere, and that's something you gotta always remember about. It's also a water card, so totally awesome. There you go. You have another thing to add to your water collection. The Golden Castle of Stormberg. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can banish 10 cards from the top of your deck face down. This is not optional. Or this card is destroyed. That's scary. During your opponent's phase, you can special summon 1 monster that specifically lists the card Golden Castle Stormberg in its text. You cannot normal summon set the turn you activate this effect. You can only use this effect of Golden Castle Stormberg once per turn. When your opponent monster declares an attack, destroy the attacking monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the monster. It's so good. It's such a good card. It's such a good OTK card. Do you know the amount of bullshit this is going in OCG? Also, this is hinting that we're going to be getting the Cinderella cards, the fairy tale archetype. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see this, but probably not. It does come with like Cinderella cards. Yeah, right, like right here, like this for example. Like either we're going to be getting this in the packs as well, which is kind of early in my opinion, or this will come out later on and we're just getting the field card for now. But it kind of makes no sense giving us the field card, but then we can't do anything with Cinderella, like that she's just not out. And that's not done. A lot of people again forgot that we got 2 announcements earlier on. Sandion, the Time Lord, and number 38, Hope Harbinger. This is where I'm going to go ahead and say that you might want to invest into the Time Lords. They're not going to be the most meta-breaking deck right now. They're not in a good place because, you know, they rely on a different strategy that the game is not at right now. But the deck is relatively cheap. I think it's Medion, that's the only like $5 card of the set for a super rare. If you want gold rarity, it's like $3 or something. Everything else is literally under $1. You can get 3 of them for $1. It's worth the investment for a longer term perspective just because of how good they can be. They deal damage. They like this one for example. At the end of battle phase, if this card battled, inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. Like what? That's so good. Again, just my opinion on this one. And then Hope Harbinger is something that we've needed a reprint for a while. It's ranging like the $20-ish range. It might have gone down since the reprint was announced. It's not being used as often. It's more for Blue Eyes players and for Dinosaur players. But again, you know, when a spell card is or effect is activated on the field, you can negate the effect. And if you do attach it to this card, when your opponent monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 XC monster, change the attack target to this card, and perform damage calculation. So it's a pretty good card, long story short. And that's kind of it. The set is worth the money. It's $4 per pack, 5 cards. Expect this thing to sell out very fast. Unfortunately, it's not coming out in July to make it easier for people to get the Exodia piece, because I know some stores are very stingy on how they do it. Like, you know, if you buy it like a day before, they won't honor it in a way. And most people are just gonna wait it out and buy it July 1st when the Exodia piece comes out. But just keep in mind that this is a very good set. It comes with a lot of staples that you're gonna need. Gamma Seal 3 copies of, Solemn Strike 3 copies of, Brilliant Fusion if you ever want to play into a 60 card format. It's not as good right now because, again, Grass is Greener got hit, but we don't know what alternatives there are. Dragonic Diagram is a great investment because now that deck is relatively cheap to make. This was the main focus of the deck. Everything else is under $1 to my last recollection. Reincarnation, I just don't understand. I get it, you want to make a WCQ, get people to have it, get it sold out as fast as you can, then hit it. That way you sold you sold what you needed. And I'm just happy with the bottom. I'm just the most happy with the bottom as ultra rares. I would prefer them all to be secret, but we don't always get what we want. And that's it for my opinion on this. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the set? Are you going to be buying a set, a box, a booster? You're going to wait for online pricing? I'm probably going to end up buying one box, just because I think it's worth it. You're getting 24, I believe there's 24 packs in this. You're getting 24 packs, you're getting 24 secret rares. To my knowledge, as of right now, there should be 40 of them. 30 or 40 secret rares in this set. So you're getting more or less a good enough idea where you're gonna get at least one of each and maybe some duplicates. The duplicates I would not mind get is Gamma Seal. I wouldn't mind to get duplicates of Eggshell and Diagram. I would love to get multiple copies of all three of these. It's kind of it, to be honest, from what we know as of right now. I'll keep you guys updated on what we're getting sooner and later. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. So, take care.